Hey J-Town Hot Yoga, it's Keely coming to you live from my nursery that still needs quite a finishing bunch of touches, but plenty of time to get there, right? So today I'm going to lead you through a prenatal yoga class, a nice, slow, energizing stability class. I recommend a blanket if you have one, doesn't matter what kind of blanket, just a blanket. And then 2 blocks too, just in case. If you have a pillow, also good too, depending on the size of your belly. Might be more comfortable to have like your head rest on a pillow or a block, just so you have more space. Okay? We're gonna get started in child's pose. So you'll come towards the back of your space. You're gonna bring your big toes together. Knees really, really wide, especially on your belly if you're 9 months like me. And then let your hands walk out. You're gonna let your forehead rest down, and before I do, we're just gonna come into our breathing. We're gonna inhale for 3, exhale for 3. We're gonna keep it balanced in and out. Okay? So here, your arms will go long, your forehead can rest down. If you feel that belly's touching, feel free to maybe double up on the blanket. Maybe let your forehead rest on the blanket. Maybe let your chest rest on the blanket, just so you have more space. All right? We'll start with a deep breath in, and then exhale, let it go. Again, deep inhale. Let it all go. Now, our Ujjayi breathing. So does it sound like ocean waves? That means keep your mouth closed. You're going to inhale and exhale through your nose. Now slowly through your nose, start to inhale for 3. Keep breathing in on 2. All the way in on 1. And then through your nose, exhale slowly for 3. Keep pushing out the air through the nose 2. Completely on 1. Follow that breath pattern with your own count. Inhaling for 3 and exhaling for 3. And try to let your mind not wander. Just worry about you, your space, your baby. Child's pose is a resting pose to let everything relax. Shoulders are relaxed, jaws relaxed, hips are melting down. Just letting that breath flow to the count of 3 in and out. Let's take one more inhale. Stay for the exhale. Now with our next breath, when we exhale, I want you to engage your core. Right? So think about pulling belly or baby in towards your spine to protect yourself. So take an inhale. On your exhale, belly pulls in, wrap the baby, come to a tabletop position. Okay. So for our tabletop, wrists and shoulders are lined up, knees and hips are lined up. Belly's pulling in because you're protecting your low back. Back is nice and flat. Chin's off your chest. When I say pull your belly in, that doesn't mean suck it in. Just pull, wrap baby towards your back. Okay? Chin's off your chest. We're going to focus on cat pose here. Okay? So on your exhale, chin to chest, tailbone down, around the shoulders, stretch through. Inhale back to table. Exhale, cat pose, squeeze it. Inhale, table. Okay, take that 3 more times, just getting into cat pose and table. Every exhale is cat. Every inhale is table, 3 times. After your 3rd time, we'll come back to that neutral spine. Okay. Core still engaged. We're going to go into some hip swings. So we'll just go left and right,
Just fluid breath here. Might feel really good, especially if you've been sitting all day in the house because it's been rainy. Just back and forth. Shift weight to one side, then the other. After a couple of times, we're going to slowly come into hip circles. So on your inhale, go forward counterclockwise. Exhale, send it back. Inhale forward. Exhale back. We'll do this a couple times one way, and then we'll worry about the other way. So I'm not really going all the way back, just because my belly won't let me. Feel free to go as far back as you want. Maybe your bottom does touch the heels. After a couple of times one way, make sure you go the other way. Just really circling it out. And still keep that nice flat back, right? And the chin's off our chest, so we have that easy flow of oxygen. And then just one more circle. Coming into table. From here, we're going to come to stand. Okay. If you're early on in your pregnancy, you might walk your hands back to your knees and just come up to stand. If you have a little more weight, like going on 9 months, bring your right foot forward, plant it. Left foot forward, plant it, make space for the belly. Little bend in your knees, and then come up one vertebra at a time. You can continue to worm the body. We're going to start with half salutes. So come down to the top of your space, feet together or hips distance. We're going to take half sun salutes. Okay? So a little bit of our Bikram series, modified. Inhale, reach up. Right hand finds the left wrist, left palm faces up. Biceps with your ears, shoulders are down, belly strong, glutes are squeezing. Inhale, stretch up. Exhale, up and over to your right, pushing your hips to the left. Okay? Not overextending, just stretching, getting that whole left side body opening up. You still want weight in your heels. Glutes squeezing, shoulders relaxed. Breathe here for 3, 2. Inhale through center, switch out your hand grip. Biceps still with the ears, shoulders are still relaxed. Stretch up, exhale up and over to your left side. So now you feel down the right side body. Weights in your heels, glutes are squeezing. Chin's off your chest because you want that easy flow of breath. I've been doing it in and out through my nose. Feel free to do in through your nose or out through your mouth. Still trying to keep that balance for your breathing for now. And inhale through center. We're going to take a mini back bend. Bring your hands to your low back for support. Feet can be as wide as you need them to be. On your inhale, your heart lifts up. On your exhale, gently push hips forward, not too far forward. You're going to keep lifting your heart up. You've got a string attached to the heart, to the ceiling. Glutes are squeezing, making space in the low back. Breathe here for 3. Allow your eyes to stay open. 2. And inhale, come through center, stretch up out of the waist. Coming into a pregnancy salute. On your exhale, forward fold. Okay, again, feet might need to go wider here if you got a big old belly. Inhale, halfway lift. On your exhale, plant your hands, step your left foot back, drop it. Then your right foot back, drop it. Take a deep breath in. On your exhale, if you're later in your pregnancy like me, you're going to go right into a child's pose. Earlier on, if it still feels good in your body, you can take it down dog. So from your inhale from tabletop, you'll exhale, down dog or child's pose.
And here you come right back to that breath. You're inhaling for 3. You're exhaling for 3. Be here for 3. 2. On your inhale. Then on your exhale, belly strong, come back to that tabletop position. Or early on in pregnancy, maybe you do have that plank. From here, right foot forward, left foot forward, little bend in your knees, and then rise up one vertebra at a time. Arms reaching up, and we're going to keep going. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant. This time your right foot will step back first, then your left. You're in that tabletop position, deep breath in.
Exhale, child's pose or down dog. Okay. So you can stay in child's pose. I'm just going to talk you through this. Early on in my pregnancy, I'd say it was before 6 or 7 months, I still did the full chaturanga, skipped the up dog because I didn't like how it felt in my body, and then I went to downward facing dog. Okay? So if you're still early on in your pregnancy and yoga's been in your practice, you can continue doing that, but if anytime it doesn't feel right, stop. Your body knows what it needs. Okay? Take one more inhale. Your exhale brings you back, tabletop. Left foot forward, then the right foot. A little bend in your knees. Inhale, root to rise, reaching all the way up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Okay. We're going to meet at the back of our space. Back of our space. And then we're going to turn to face the camera. So right now we're going to go into a little bit of a modified version of our Bikram standing practice, starting with a wide-legged forward folder, legs separate stretching pose. Okay. Deep breath in, arms up. Exhale, big step to the right. So here, your feet can be parallel or slightly pigeon-toed. If you're having that sciatic issue, pigeon-toe your toes. Okay. Take a deep breath in, arms out. On your exhale, swan dive forward. Belly's still engaged, all the way down. From here, you're going to let your hands come forward, fingertips and toes lining up. If you need to, feel free to grab a block. Just have the block out in front of you so you can keep a nice flat back. Okay? Block can be any height, high, medium, or low, or maybe no block at all. And just letting your hips go up high. Letting your upper body relax. You should feel it in the back of your legs. More weight forward into the balls of your feet. Wide-legged forward fold already makes all that room for your belly. Now you might feel some relief in your back here as well. Continue breathing. In through your nose, out through your nose or mouth. Take one more inhale. Full exhale. From here, I walk my hands forward. What I like to do is bring my heels in a little bit, bend my knees, and then you can take your time. You can crawl your hands up your legs for support. You can come into your goddess pose. Okay? So goddess is our wide squat. In goddess, heels are in, toes are out. It could be a big bend, it could be a slight bend. You're going to look down, make sure your knees are tracking your second toes. You should be able to see your big toes inside your knees. Okay? Your glutes are strong, torso right on top of the hips. Okay? We're going to come into sun breaths. Let's start with our hands at heart center. Inhale, breathing, arms go down, overhead. Exhale through center. Lower body's not moving. Again, inhale. Exhale through center. Let's take that 3 more times, your own breath. You can close your eyes here if you want. After your 3rd round, we'll meet back here. Now you know me with my regular vinyasa classes, I like to build strength. And as mamas, we need more strength, right? We gotta prepare. So we're gonna stay in goddess. Our inhale, nice and slow, is gonna lower a little bit. Our exhale, squeeze up a little bit. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale through your nose. Exhale can be through your mouth. Continue that pulsing. Okay? So it's not long pulsing, or it is long pulsing if you think about it. It's not quick pulsing. Inhale, lower. Exhale, squeeze up, lifting that pelvic floor. Inhale. Exhale. Continue that. Let's go 3, 2, 1 more down. Exhale, squeeze up. Legs can go straight. Toes point forward, feet come back. Deep breath in, full breath out. Coming into our 26 to our Bikram triangle. Inhale, reach your arms up. Exhale, right foot to right, big step. Arms come down parallel to the earth. Okay? Right foot, or right toes pick up, point to the back of the room. My left foot is slightly angled in. You can do so as well. Bend into your right knee. Bend into the right knee, torso's on top of your hips. Knee is tracking your right pinky toe. So this is our side angle or our Bikram triangle. We're going to let our left hip come a little more forward, our left shoulder a little more back. Arms parallel to the earth, turn the palms, move the arms, and go. Elbow can rest right onto the right thigh. Okay? You can also be on the inside if you want. You can even have a block. Holding your hand on the block, opening it up. I really liked triangle. I just felt so much more open after doing this, especially in the heat. So you're using your right arm to gently open up your right thigh. You're not collapsing into it. You're still using your core strength. Both feet are flat. Glutes are strong. Your left hip is down, left shoulder back. Your neck allows it to look up to the ceiling. You're here for 3, 2. Take an inhale. Exhale, engage belly, lift up. Take it onto the other side. Pick up the right toes, face them forward. Left toes, face out. Bend into the left knee. If you need to, little bounces. So on our left knee on top of the arch. Right hip forward, right shoulder back. Torso on the hips. Arms parallel, turn the palms, move the arms, and then come on down. Again, that block here, you can put the block right in front of you. You're not collapsing, you're still making all that length. Your right hip will be down. Your left arm helps to open up that left inner thigh. Don't go too far down. Okay, if you need to, your bend might be this small. That's fine. Maybe it does go all the way parallel. But you have to remember, you're producing all that relaxin now. You don't want to be too flexible. Keep reaching the right fingers up. Left arm opening up that left inner thigh. Both feet are flat. You're breathing here for 3, 2. Take an inhale. Exhale, engage, lift up. Toes face forward, right foot back. Arms by the side. Deep breath in. Full breath out. Tree pose. For our tree pose, you could take plenty of options here. That left foot's going to be rooted down no matter what. Right foot could be a kickstand, could be to your calf, could be up to your inner thigh. If you have the Bikram, I'm losing a little bit of balance. If you have Bikram in your practice, maybe you do take that half lotus straight. So we're focusing in on balance. If you need to, you can go up right against the wall or a door for support. Remember, it doesn't matter how high your foot is. Left big toe is rooting down. Left knee's engaged, glutes engaged, tailbone points down. Shoulders are relaxed. And just breathe. Just find your stillness. Find your drishti. I'm losing a little bit of balance here. It's very hard to talk and do at the same time, especially when your center of gravity is off. Let's be here for 3, 2, on 1, shake it out. We're going to do the same thing on the other side. Okay? So it could have been a kickstand, calf, thigh, or half lotus. Okay. Find your place. Root down that right foot. Okay. So you still want a nice tight belly, right? Tight core, active. Shoulders relaxed. Tailbone elongates down to your standing heel. If you want to, you can close your eyes, but your balance might be a little off, especially if you're carrying around a little extra weight. Breathing in through your nose, out through your nose, just finding calmness. Keep pressing down that right big toe for the balance. Kneecap lifted, glutes squeezing here for 3. 2. And then 1, let it go, shake it out. Right. We're gonna come towards the top of our space again. We're gonna find yogi squat. So I'm gonna demo it facing you, but you can still face out from your front of your mat. Blocks would be good here if you want, 1 or 2 blocks, a blanket too. For our yogi squat, take your feet as wide as you need, and then you sink it down. Okay? We want our feet flat. So if your heels are up, get the feet out wider. If you need to, you can take a block or 2 so your bottom sits down. Going for that inner thigh opener. Your upper body's relaxed, shoulders are relaxed, your jaw is relaxed. Once you find your malasana, bring your elbows into the inner thighs, hands together, prayer center. You can also have another block in front of you. Maybe your hands are on that block. Just breathe in and out. If this is very easy for you, maybe you pull up that Mula Bandha energy and lift the hips up a little bit. Belly strong, pelvic floor engaged. Take one more inhale. Stay for your exhale. And then slowly, mindfully, come and have a seat on your bottom. So I'm still gonna face you. You can still face out if you want, or you can face me as well. While you're seated, for whatever reason, like your hips aren't feeling good, your bottom's not feeling good, you can always take a blanket, fold it up, just so you get a little extra lift. So your hips are a little bit higher than your knees. From here, we're gonna come into double pigeon for our hips. We're gonna start with our left shin parallel to the camera or the top of our space. And then our right ankle, right heel, it's gonna come on top of the left knee. It's also called fire log pose. It's another one of those that have so many names. It's the same posture. Double pigeon, fire log. A good way to check to make sure you have your alignment, hands to the feet, push on the feet. If you have a big gap between your knee and your foot, put a blanket or a block right there. Keep your toes flexing to their respective knees. You can stay upright. You can bring blocks in front of you and come forward. What I like about double pigeon, I make all that space for my belly. So I don't have to worry about making bigger room. Whereas in cow face pose, sometimes it's hard to get my knees stacked. So shoulders are relaxed. You should be feeling it mostly in that right hip, that right thigh. Maybe a little bit in the left. Breathe. Okay. Here we're gonna do a falling out breath. Okay. So we're gonna inhale, but we're gonna make our exhales longer. Okay. So let's inhale for 3. Ready? Inhale, 3, 2, 1. Now on our exhale, let's go to 5. So we exhale for 5, 4, 3, still exhaling 2, 1. Let's do it again. Inhale for 3. Exhale for 5. Just helping that release. Do that one more time on this side. Inhale. Exhale even longer. gently switch out our legs. Okay, so I like to move them long first. Just move them around, shake them out. Now we'll do the other side. So this time our right shin will start down. Right shin parallel. And then our left foot will come on top. You might see that one way. One knee might be higher than the other. Mine definitely is. So again, block or blanket. And you might not need it once you come forward onto that block. It's always good to have it there because you need to be good to your body, very nurturing. Checking in, hands to feet, wiggle it back and forth. I got space for my belly. I'm going to go forward again because I did so on the other side. So this time you should be feeling it in your left hip. Your shoulders are relaxed, your jaw is soft. You can smile if you want, but other than that, it should be nice and soft. And feel free to close your eyes. Right? So your only focus here is you, your baby, your breath. We're going to come back into that falling out breath. We'll do this one here longer than we did on the other side. Take an inhale for 3. Exhale for 5. When you're breathing here, your exhale can be through your mouth. Continue that falling out breath. Inhale for 3. Exhale for 5. Keep following your breath. Your eyes can be closed. I'm going to go silent just for a little bit. Continue breathing. Let's do one more. Inhale. And exhale. And then slowly come out of our posture. Letting our legs go long. Shaking them out. So next up, we're going to come onto our backs. We're going to set up for some pelvic tilts and then lead into a bridge pose. And you can have blocks and blankets nearby just in case. I'm going to come down onto my left side and then roll onto my back. Okay. So starting with our pelvic tilts, you should notice some space between your low back and the mat, which is fine. Keep your feet flat, your arms down, or they can be on baby. Take an inhale, and then on your exhale, it's not a full tilt. Like you're not doing it on purpose to really thrust the hips up. You're inhaling, making that space, and then on exhale, think about your hips getting closer to your ribs. Okay? So it's a very subtle movement. Inhale. Exhale, hip bones towards the bottom of the ribs. Again, inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Let's do that one more time. In and out. Feel free to stick with those pelvic tilts. We are going to take 2 bridge poses. Okay? If bridge is not in your practice before pregnancy, just stick with the pelvic tilts. Body's not feeling it, stick with the pelvic tilts. Okay? For bridge pose, keep my arms down. I'm going to take that inhale. On the exhale first, I'm going to activate. Bring the hip bones towards my ribs and then start lifting up my bottom. So bottom spine, then the mid spine. Breathing here, thighs squeeze towards one another, weights into my big toes. Breathing for 3, 2. Take an inhale, exhale, slowly release down, belly still strong, all the way to the earth. take the exhale. One more bridge. Arms down by the side. Inhale. Exhale, start to activate and lift the hips up. Okay? Now you're not exhaling the whole time. Once you get up to your spot, remember, it doesn't matter how high it is. Continue breathing in and out. Matching inhales and exhales here. Your glutes are squeezing. Belly still strong, supporting your low back. Here for 3, 2. Take an inhale. And then exhale, one vertebra at a time, you come down. And then release. Okay. I'm going to roll onto my left side. We're going to come up to a seated position. So come onto my left. Activate my core muscles, protect myself, and I come on up. I'm going to face you. You can face me as well, or you can face the top of your space. I'm going to come into Baddha Konasana, butterfly pose. I think it's called start. Again, so many names. We're going to make this active though. I'm going to put a block between my feet. I'm going to have my bottom onto the earth. My knees are out. My knees aren't touching down, and that's okay. If you need extra support for your knees, you can grab another block, some blankets, put them underneath your knees. Okay. What we're going to focus on here is squeezing that block with our feet. Okay. Just activating it, pulling in all those muscles. Okay. First, take an inhale. Take that full exhale. Take another inhale. And then on the exhale, belly pulls in, pelvic floor lifts, squeeze that block. So you're holding that, but still breathing in and out through your nose. Okay? Really think about lifting up. Not actually lifting up off of your hands and butt, but lifting up. Shoulders relax. Squeezing for 3, 2, and then release. Let your legs go long in front of you. We're going to do ankle flexions, and then we'll get right back into that Supta or Baddha Konasana. Okay. I like to have my hands propped up behind me so my back stays upright. Okay. This is helping for any swollenness. Okay. You know, if you're on your feet all day, your feet are going to swell a lot. I noticed that a lot before I didn't have to go to school anymore. Okay. On your inhale, point your toes forward. Exhale, flex them back. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Keep following that cue. Let's go for 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. If that felt good, you can continue doing that. We're going to go back to that Baddha Konasana stretch, that butterfly stretch. Our inner thighs get this stretch, but we're still going to work on that pelvic floor as well too. Okay. So my ankles are pretty far away from my belly. You might want them closer, maybe further, up to you. But remember, we're still creating that tension. We're going to open up the inner thighs. We're going to lift that pelvic floor. We're going to breathe. Spine nice and long. Take an inhale. Exhale. Inhale to prepare. Exhale, squeeze the block. Pull that pelvic floor up. Engage it. Squeeze everything up and in. Now hold that, but continue to breathe. Okay, not here long. Let's be here 3. Keep breathing, keep activated 2. Release. And let the block go off to the side. We're going to extend our legs one more time. This time we're going to do ankle circles. Okay? We'll go both directions. First one, I'm going to go clockwise. Okay? And it's going to be a fluid breath. I'm going to go clockwise 10 times, and then counterclockwise 10 times. Fluid breath. Okay? So toes point them forward, or Yeah, let's start with them right upright. And then you go down and around and up. Not gonna lie, I lost count. Let's go 8, 7, 6. Other way. It's just a fluid breath. It's a nice fluid breath. Just moving around. Maybe go really slow. I'm gonna go fast here. I would go slow or moderate. Just letting it go. Making little circles with your toes. Once you feel your circles are balanced from clockwise and counterclockwise, you come to your stillness. Let's cross our ankles. You can come into a gentle upright twist. So again, if you need more space, you can keep your legs open so you have space for your belly. I find that I have enough space just crossing my legs for that opening for my belly. Gentle, easy twist. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, twist. Left hand to the right knee. Right hand behind you as that kickstand to keep your spine long. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, look over your right shoulder. Again, inhale. Exhale. Nothing is being forced here. You're moving with your breath. One more inhale. One more exhale. Inhale through center. Exhale, opposite side. Again, bring that wrist by your tailbone really close to keep that long spine. Inhale, lengthening. Exhale, twist, looking over your back shoulder. Inhale. Exhale. One more time in. Stay for the exhale. Inhale through center. Exhale, release. We're going to continue winding down. We're going to do legs up the wall. So you can bring a block with you. I will not be using a block right now. I felt okay using a block earlier on in my pregnancy. You might too. For now, I'm going to actually put some blanket underneath my shoulders because when my legs go up and I'm on my back, the baby likes to kick into my lungs so I stop breathing. So we won't do that. But again, you'll find whatever's comfortable. Maybe you don't use anything at all. So I'm going to use the wall right behind me. And again, I'm going to roll onto my left side. And then put my legs up. Let my arms go long. Just letting the blood reverse, reoxygenate. I do this even when I'm not doing yoga. Just prop my legs up against the wall and it just feels so much more refreshed, better, relaxed. You can close your eyes here, but continue to breathe. If at any time you feel any tenderness in like your pelvis or your sacrum, come on out of it. You don't need to be here long. And if you do feel any of that pain, maybe put a bolster or pillow underneath your bottom, maybe blankets. If you're like me and you have your back flat, the baby's pressing up against you, maybe put a pillow underneath your head and shoulders just to have a little more elevation. I'll go silent just for a little bit so you can continue breathing. Maybe your hands come to your belly to feel the baby. Just breathe. So feel free to stay here as long as you need to. I'm going to start winding down, bringing my feet down first. Slowly moving onto my left side. Engaging so I can lift up. I had to engage to lift up, just so I can come back to my mat. We're going to prepare for Shavasana. If you're still comfortable on your back early on in pregnancy, you can take that. I'm going to be on my left side. So you want to be really comfortable in your Shavasana. Maybe put that blanket between your knees. Maybe put a block between your knees. Maybe use the blanket just to cover up. Use your bicep as a pillow. And just breathe here. Taking the time right now to reflect on everything you have to be grateful for. How much joy you already have in your life, how much more joy will be coming. Maybe your hands do find their way to your belly. And your little one's squirming around. Or maybe the baby's relaxed like you. You can check in through your body from your head to your toes. But don't worry about any other thing. Not about what you're about to eat. Not about what you're about to do. Just find your stillness and just be.